Well, then how do you deal with as you start going international? You know, when you suddenly become the person people want to interview, the person that people want to come up to you, you know, and take your photo. The people you might get negative comments on social media. You might start getting the creepy guys like ogling you while you're training. But you know, how do you start dealing with the stardom of it, you know, because you're marketing yourself because you're the professional fighter. So the same way Conor McGregor gets the trolls having a go at him for him promoting his whiskey and stuff like that, or you know, when you're suddenly asked to do interviews, how are you finding that transition from just fighting to actually having to tailor the fighter, the whole package, if you know what I mean?
Um, it's interesting that you say that because I it kind of the way that my social media kind of went out and went up, kind of happened organically.
Hmm.
I didn't do much to promote myself or, post every single day at the right times for the algorithm. It's like
It's interesting when you
I
look
was just,
at it because you go
yeah,
from like school to suddenly your multiple massive stadiums. You're like, what?
yeah, I was just being myself, honestly. I was, just putting out there what I would have been putting out there with just my friends and family following me. And I guess that just grabbed the attention of, the community of martial arts and it took off from there. But I think it's definitely a wow factor when it's like, oh my God, a woman, pretty woman is fighting. So that
Mm.
obviously grabs some sort of attention. But again, the hard work and dedication and, my resume behind that shows that I'm not, just a girl with gloves on because there is a lot of that out there. But yeah, I definitely think my track record and my experience and, my achievements speak for themselves.
Because you see people saying, "Oh, you need a social media consultant. You need to get a media manager. You need," and you're like,
And I'm
"No,
so terrible with all of it. I honestly am. Like, um, everyone is on social media. It's hard to not be. That's kind of what our generation is now. But the feedback that I've been getting from my social media personally, I'm just like, oh my God, this is I don't want to look at all this. This is too much. I don't want to go through this. I don't want to, and I probably should more than I am, but I kind of just put out what I would have originally put out with no following, and I get the response that I get just being myself.
no." It's a
Um,
great answer because people are following you for you. You're not portraying somebody. You're not giving a character. You're being the real you, and
yeah.
that's the thing
And
when
sometimes the real me might not post for 3 weeks, but hey, I'm sorry, guys.
I've been there. You know, it's 3 months down the line. You're like, "Oh yeah, I did have a podcast. I should go." I got told I should be putting out like 10 Instagram reels. I should have 3 Facebook posts a day. And I
Yeah.
need to, and I was like, and how am I going to go on dates? How am I going to go and work? How am I going to
And you
do
know
all the
what?
other stuff?
Maybe that is how, these big influencers, these big people get successful because they know the ins and outs of social media. Me personally, I don't care to learn all of that. I don't.
Mm.
And, if that's what it takes to get there, then I don't want to be there. My life is not going to be consumed by sitting on my phone every single day, posting, making an alarm every other hour to post at a certain time, at a certain, for a certain audience with a certain hashtag. Like, I'm just going to organically grow in the sport that I love until I don't love it anymore. And, people are either going to support me or not support me through that journey. And I'm not going to beg for the attention.